in Star Trek, when I think about the character you played in Star Trek, there is no one to me. There's no one better that could have embodied Admiral Nechayev and been opposite of Captain Picard. No one better than you. I thought you just did was just amazing and fantastic. And thank you for that. And we can talk more about Star Trek. But how did
Well,
that all come about?
I auditioned for Star Trek a couple
Mhm.
of times, and I didn't get the roles, and
Ah.
I think twice, and they were for guest parts, not a recurring part, guest parts. I know I gave a good audition, but somehow the feedback that went back to my agent was she's just too strong for this part. Whatever
Ah.
the part was, I can't remember even
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
And I thought, well, I wish they'd told me that. I could have toned it down, because you
Mm.
want to get it. You don't know what if something else is coming. You go in to get the gig, right? So some weeks later, they called with the role of Alina Nechayev, and I thought,
Mm.
okay, I read the sides, the material, and I thought this woman is strong. They're not going to tell me I'm too I got to bring it on this audition, and I did, and I booked it, and I have to say I didn't know how it would be. They said possible recurring. They don't always say
Mhm.
going to recur because they want to see how you do and how you
Yeah.
mesh with everybody. But that first episode I did, I had that long monologue in the beginning where I'm talking about, the situation in the Federation and that things are being handled right. And that was why I had to dismiss Patrick and, take over. And I thought, well, this isn't, the friendliest part in the role in the world. I hope they don't hate me for it. Well, we did that whole opening monologue. I don't know if you remember it, but it was substantial and in one take. I worked so hard. I had every syllable down. I mean,
Mm.
and the other actors who were sitting around and watching, they were like, because because it was so much material, for a guest a guest guest actor. A lot of times guest actors just get a little bit to do and to uphold the main character, but this was really kind of take over time.
Yeah.
And so that kind of fortified me. I thought, oh, I'm doing something right, good. And then of course poor Jonathan Frakes, I had to diss him every episode.